listening to WTJU. My name's Peter, live here at the stage at WTJU, and we're very fortunate in that we've got a great group from Scotland, Breabach, who has jumped over, or I guess hopped the pond, one might say, and they're doing a U.S. tour at the moment, and they were kind enough to stop by our stage before a sold-out show in Charlottesville, before they head back down the road. But before I chat with you all, how about you kick off with something for us? Live here at the stage, WTJU, the Sons of Breabach. They are touring right now. They've got a sold-out show here in Charlottesville, and then they're going to be heading down the road to Davidson College tomorrow before they end up in Georgia on Friday, and then they're going to be wrapping up this tour in Pittsburgh. I know my nephew is anxious to catch you all, so welcome to WTJU.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I could introduce you all, but rather than my mangling any possibility of a pronunciation, how about one of you handle the introductions for us?
Yeah. Do you mean the pronunciation of the band name?
Well, hopefully I didn't mangle that too
No,
badly.
you got that.
Okay, good. I'll let you handle the names just in case.
Maybe we could go along the line, starting with yourself, Connell.
Sure. Hi, my name's Connell McDonough.
I'm Callum McCrimmon. I play pipes and whistles in the band.
Hello there, I'm Megan Henderson. I'm singing mainly in Gaelic, Scottish Gaelic, and I'm playing the fiddle and a bit of step dancing for you as well.
And I'm Ewan Robertson, playing the guitar.
And I'm James Lindsay on the bass here.
I knew I was going to get James's name wrong.
Oh,
Welcome, one and all.
Always happens.
thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, let's talk about, before we went on air, we were chatting about the history of the band. You know, technically, you all started playing together now professionally, but about 20 years ago before you finally formed the group. So
Yeah, can you spot the two old guys?
Well, I know it's not the one in the middle. I'm not going to.
Hey, gentlemen.
Yeah, so we started the band, myself and Callum, just 20 years ago, pretty much exactly. But we didn't really get our break until 2005. So that's the kind of official start date, certainly, of our professional career. So yeah, it's been an amazing journey. We've been very lucky, and we feel very fortunate to be over here in the States. We're just having a fantastic time.
No, I'm curious if you were all started with traditional instruments when you were younger and listening to traditional music, or whether that kind of came along a little later for each of you.
I think, well, I'll kind of speak on behalf of everybody here, that it's all this kind of the Scottish folk music has kind of been rooted in us all, but everyone's also got interest in other types of music. James Lindsay is a fantastic jazz bass player, and also into a bit of heavy metal at times. Callum here's very much enjoys a bit of funk, and Connell, he loves a bit of country. So it's nice to kind of mix it all up. Ewan from time to time listens to classic FM. So yeah, we've all got an interest in other music, but we're always firmly rooted in the folk music tradition.
But it allows you to take the traditional sound and make it more contemporary as you go along. So
Exactly, yeah. It's kind of trying to stay true to the, especially within the kind of Gaelic music, Highland culture, I suppose, with the bagpipe music as well, but to kind of stay true to that, but then keep it moving forward. Because if it doesn't move forward, then it's, it could get lost. So, yeah.
well, you talked about the bagpipe, and this gives me the chance to. I know that one of you plays both the Ellen pipes and the Highland pipes, and so I've always wondered why the Scottish have continued with their pipes when you could just use your elbow to get all the air in there. So now I finally get an answer.
Well, I think it's just we enjoy being a bit noisier, maybe in Scotland. The Highland pipes are a good bit louder than the Ullins, and they're more of an outside instrument rather than the Ullin pipes are kind of usually designed for playing inside, both volume-wise and key-wise. They fit better with other instruments, usually.
Now, an Irishman told me this, so I don't know that it's true, that the Scots just like going to war more, which is why they have the louder instruments.
Yeah, maybe that's the case. Who
Okay.
knows?
Well, the Irish have already broken away from, I won't say who, but
I'd say that we're all lovers and not fighters.
all right, fair enough.
Yeah.
I won't identify which Grammy-winning Irishman told me that.
Okay, good.
Well, let's talk about each of you individually. Let's start with you because you were just chatting about the pipes.
Yeah.
What was your? Now in Ireland, I know a lot of the. Mick McCauley was telling me that most children are first handed a tin whistle to see if they actually have the interest. And is there a similar instrument in Scotland where everyone's just kind of handed an instrument, be a less expensive one before they start picking up the?
I'm not sure. I started on the chanter first, which is the kind of like practice chanter that leads on to the Highland pipes, because there was a travelling tutor that came around the Highlands.
And a chanter, for those who are not familiar with it?
that is the bit of the pipes that you play the tune
okay.
on. So you just get a wee, it's like a stick with holes in,
Okay.
and at the start, and then you learn on that, and then goes on to the Highland pipes. So that's how I started, was just kind of straight into the pipes, really. Yeah. So
Cool.
Yeah, straight in on the pipes, yeah.
Neighbors must have loved you.
I didn't get much choice. My dad and my grandfather played, so.
All right. Now, I imagine they have different sized Highland pipes depending on the size of the person playing it.
You can get them, yeah. It just depends with each learner, what age they are, what size their hands are.
So,
yeah.
So when you first started, were you playing something from your father, your grandfather, or were you?
No, I was
Okay.
a kid's chanter because,
Okay.
I started when I was like 8 or 9, so fingers are too small to play a full-size practice chanter.
And how about violin, fiddle? Was that your first instrument, or did you start with something?
No, it was, yeah. I started the violin when I was 4 years old. And I had a wee 16th size fiddle that my 2.5-year-old daughter now likes to drag around the house. So yeah.
Drag around it, not yet play.
Not yet.
All right.
No, we'll give her time.
And how about guitar?
Yeah, well, I started on the fiddle actually, and the bagpipes, but then kind of found my way to guitar a bit later. And I think I play quite heavy rhythm on the guitar, and I think having a background in tune playing really helps with the rhythm of knowing the tunes. It makes a big difference for the rhythmical side of the guitar, certainly.
James?
I was kind of the classic, wanted to be a guitar player, but there was too many guitar players in the band in school, so I had to play the bass. So I started on bass guitar, and then I kind of wanted to explore traditional music, music of my roots, and as well like jazz and things. So I took up the upright, and that's been it ever since, really.
I'll have to ask if you know my mate Aidan O'Donnell, wonderful Scottish bass player. Yeah,
Amazing bass player.
yeah,
Great guy as well.
indeed. Well, for those just tuning in, we do have Breabach here on our stage at WTJU. They're in Charlottesville for a sold-out concert this evening, and then they'll be heading down the road to North Carolina, Georgia, and then wrapping things up for this side of the pond in Pittsburgh, PA, coming up this Sunday. You can find out more about them at breabach.com. But before I ask any more questions, how about another one? Sure. Oh, by the way, what was the name of that first instrumental you kicked things off with?
That was called The Dear Green Place, and that was 2 tunes from Megan and myself dedicated to the city of Glasgow.
Yeah, and we'll give you a song now. This is from our new album, and this one's called Revolutions. Dark storm looms, it's a hurricane. There's fire raging through the western range. The race is on and the warning's plain. Hasten now, the winds of change. Revolutions keep us going. Revolutions never slowing. Revolutions keep on rolling. At Marykirk and Hillside Wind, your patient toil and careful hand illuminate discerning minds. Too soon for them to understand that revolutions keep us going. Revolutions never slowing. Revolutions keep on rolling. short of time to heal. So raise the wings and spin the wheel. Revolutions keep us going. Revolutions never slowing. Revolutions keep on rolling. Revolutions keep us going. Revolutions never slowing. Revolutions keep on rolling. Thank you.
Live here at the stage, the sounds of Breabach. And that was an original tune written in part in honor of Glasgow, or?
Kind of. It was actually. It's really dedicated to the memory of Professor James Blythe, who was actually the first person in the world to create energy from wind power, and he did that at the back end of the 1800s, so quite a long time ago. But he's an amazing pioneer who's largely forgotten from Scottish history.
He also played the Highland pipes, if memory serves.
Oh, did he? There you
No,
are.
I
I
was
didn't know.
talking about just wind blown, that's all. Bad joke. I apologize. So, are you all from the Glasgow area? Are you all Glaswegians, or is that the term that I keep hearing?
No, none of us are actually Glaswegians born and bred.
Okay.
We're from kind of all over the country. I am in fact, this is Callum speaking, I am in fact from Western Canada originally, but have been in Glasgow for about 20 years. We all kind of met in Glasgow, so it's been a home for a long time.
Gotcha. And I've spoken to folks like Maury Campbell, a wonderful harpist, and the different sounds you'll find in different parts of Scotland. What is Glasgow known? That's where you met, for a particular style of Scottish music versus, say, from the Isle of Skye?
Well, yeah, of course. There's a lot of very strong traditional styles all over Scotland. It makes it really quite special. But Glasgow's a fantastic melting pot for all of that. It's a really kind of arts and culture-based city. So, yeah, you'll find any kind of type of music or any type of Scottish music in the city of Glasgow. It's pretty cool.
So there's not one instrument that is typically associated, as there might be in Ireland. You might hear more pipes in this, island pipes versus something else with Scotland. It's pretty well diversified with all the instrumentation.
I'd say so, yeah. Within
Okay.
Glasgow, for sure. Yeah.
Well, you talked about that new CD. Just came out last year, and once again, I'm going to let you do the pronunciation.
Yeah, it's called Fass.
Foss. And when you go back and listen to your first album from 2007, what's the biggest difference besides maturity?
Well, the one big difference is this guy here.
Okay.
I'm pointing to James Lindsay on the bass there. We didn't. We started as a 4-piece band, so there was no bass. So that's quite a big change.
Just transforms the sound.
And when you first started, were you also writing original tunes, or in the beginning were you doing more adhering to the traditional sound?
Yeah, it's always been a mixture. But I think a difference now is that everybody in the band is writing. So maybe there'd be a couple before, and then in recent years, everybody in the band has contributed their own tunes and songs, all of which stems from the kind of traditional style. But yeah, we try to keep moving forward, as Megan said, with our ideas.
And when you bring your original compositions to the band, are they pretty well set in stone, or do you allow a little creativity from the other members as you?
Oh yeah, we always enjoy kind of, I guess, workshopping a starting idea, whether that's a small melody or a full song. It's great having everybody kind of put a bit of themselves into it, and it's something that maybe the original writer would never have done for the song or tune themselves. So I think, yeah, we enjoy that process. It's kind of an organic way to arrange the music.
Well, how about we hear another one?
Yeah, we could do the one from the title track that you mentioned,
Yeah,
Fast.
that's a good idea. Crôn kunni kmi då susteu Kimi bat the shach nu sin the show for the data Search the coin to boy but that he seen the jail the trunk of the hold do Oh you ho you the hold okay the hold no oh you ho Search the coin to boy the complete Edward go Being still alive, the king and no see it hate the Spain here gave us hold it all. Oh, you hold you the hold, okay, the hold it all. Oh, you hold you the hold, okay, the hold it all. You hold.
Live here at the stage, the Sons of Breabach. And you can catch them for 3 more dates after tonight, which is a sold-out show here in Charlottesville. They're going to be in North Carolina at Davidson College coming up on I do believe it is Thursday, so that's tomorrow. And then Friday, they're going to be at the University of Georgia, and then close the things out in Pittsburgh on Sunday. And then they hop back across the pond, and they'll be playing out again come May. So what's going to happen for these next few months? Just to get your energy back up after eating all this fast food in this country? Or
Yeah, probably just going to go home and hibernate for a while. drink some smoothies. And sleep for a while.
We've actually been eating very well and quite healthily, really, and that is thanks to the guy that's in the booth over there that people at home obviously can't see, but Raymond Yates, our great sound engineer. He is also what's the word I'm looking for? He likes to seek out nice eating places for us, and he takes us every day on a food adventure around America.
He's like our Google Maps for food.
And we used to have a late-night Scottish host, Craig Ferguson, and he always talked about how everything in Glasgow is fried anyway, so he didn't notice any difference. Whether that's true or not, I can't say, but
Sounds about right.
okay. Well, I know you have to get off the sound check for this sold-out show tonight, but maybe we can get one more from you before you...
Sure, yeah.
Sure. And I'm hoping that the pipes might play a part, and perhaps some dancing might play a part.
Exactly, yeah. We'll close things just now with a number that's called Knees Up. It comes off our second to last album there. And hopefully see some of yous this last week that we've got in America before we go away. So, cheers.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Thanks, Peter.
Cheers, Peter.
Breabach live here at the stage. My left to your right, Connell McDonough. They're playing both pipes and some flute there. Callum McCrimmon? There we go. It's dark. I can't read my own writing. On pipes for that last one as well. We've got Megan Henderson on fiddle, dancing and singing. Then we've got Ewan Robertson on both the guitar, vocals, and cajon. And the newest member of the band, well, he's been with them for a while. And that would be James Lindsay on the upright. Thank you one and all for stopping by WTJU.
Thank you.
Cheers, man. Cheers.
You.